what you just heard was the beautiful music produced and performed by Alvin Waddles, who's joining us today. And he's also joined by Barbra Roberts Mason, who is the founder of BCFI,
Yes.
which is the Building Child and Family Initiatives. And I want to thank the both of you for coming here today and joining me.
Well, thank you. It's our pleasure.
You have a very important event coming up that helps out children in the area. And I'd love to give you the opportunity to talk about it and what the event is and what you'll be doing and performing at the event.
Well, first, let me tell you a little bit about BCFI because it's an intergenerational program for children and families in the greater Lansing area. And we were formed 30 years ago, so this is really our 30th anniversary. Initially, we were called the Black Child and Family Institute, and most people will recognize us by that name. We were assisted in our founding by Governor Jim Blanchard and then Superintendent Dick Halleck of Lansing. And our whole purpose is to make sure that we take care of children and families, recognizing that if you're going to help children, you have to help their parents as well. But of course, all of that takes money. So this is one of our fundraisers, and we're so excited that Alvin Waddles and Melissa White are assisting us with this fundraiser.
How do you know which families need help out there?
Oh, well, there's so many, and many of them just come to us. And then you can go through Christian Social Services or the Lansing School District. We work very, very closely with the Lansing School District and with the City of Lansing. Our offices are now at Foster with the City of Lansing recreation programs. And then we work also with the Magic Johnson Foundation. We have a technology program through them and iTech. So there's so many ways. Churches will let us know if children have our needs. And we know that there's so many programs that cost a lot of money, after school programs and summer programs, and we don't charge very much at all, if anything, for children to attend our programs.
And what are some of the biggest needs that you see come your way?
There are a lot of academic needs, as you might know, a lot of children who are behind grade level, especially third grade, and we have a literacy program to try to make sure that we bring those kids at third grade up to level, because if you don't read by third grade, you're going to have a difficult time getting through high school and particularly into college. And then many of the needs are children who need somebody to listen to them. Just listen to what I have to say instead of talking over me all the time.
Yeah.
So, and we have a lot of MSU volunteers who help us.
Well, I think it's great to have a listening ear for children, because I think a lot of times that they do feel like maybe that they aren't listened to, because there's a lot of parenting involved in raising children, and sometimes they feel like, you know, they don't get a say in some things. And so having you there, Alvin, at the event for people to be able to listen to your music and what you're providing and what you're contributing to the event, tell me what it means to you to be part of this.
It's very special. I was very honored to get the invitation. It's a great pleasure to work with Melissa, who's an extraordinary artist. She's a Spinks laureate, a winner of the Spinks competition for strings, and she travels the world with the Harlem String Quartet. I had the unique pleasure of working with her last fall in Big Rapids. We did a concert, and that's where we were approached. To put it kindly, about doing this, and we both, jumped at the opportunity. She having actually been birthed out of this program as a youngster in Lansing. For me, I spend a lot of time working with young people in Detroit, which is where I'm based, in the school district, and trying to bring different artistic presentations and just get them to look at it in different ways and try to reach them and inspire them to as to their potential or different avenues through performance and talking and presentations. So this is kind of an extension of what I generally do in my hometown.
So is there a different sort of artistic expression that you'll be bringing to this event that's different from normal concerts that you do?
Well, I think both Melissa and I, we were both trained as classical artists, but we are both branched off into different fields. And we're going to try to bring some of all of that. We're going to start with a major piece by Johannes Brahms, a violin sonata, and but we're going to also incorporate some jazz, perhaps some spirituals and gospel. We're going to try to, there'll be something for everyone, some improvisation. She's a wonderful improviser, so we may just take a theme from the audience and go with it.
How did you get involved in music in the first place? What got your interest in playing piano?
I'm not
Do you
quite
remember?
sure. It was a while back. I'm told by my mother I had a propensity for banging on pots and pans, so she bought me a piano to stave that practice. And as Bugs Bunny said, I took to it right away. So yeah, it was a natural fit. But I was fortunate. I was fortunate to have a parent who appreciated that and who encouraged that kind of exploration, and that's what I try to help other children who don't necessarily have that outlet.
And you compose as well.
I do. I compose. I orchestrate. I'm doing a lot of work in New York these days as a director of theatrical productions. Matter of fact, later this month I'll be in New York doing a production of Dreamgirls.
Okay.
So doing a lot of things.
So it's vast. You're doing some national type of composing and exposure and bringing it local here to help out the children in the Lansing region.
Absolutely. I mean, and that's what it's really all about. It's all about, you go places, you have all these different experiences, you make connections, and if you can't bring some of that back to your own communities to help out those people, then it makes it all much worthwhile.
Well, I want to thank you both for coming on the show and talking about this and raising awareness and for holding this event. And I want to let the audience know that it is on Tuesday, May 10th.
That's right.
At 7 p.m. in Pattengill Auditorium. Beautiful school.
It is. It's a wonderful auditorium.
And that's located on 626 Marshall Street in Lansing. It's $25 general admission. That's the ticket price. There's limited VIP tickets for $50 and includes premium seating and meet and greet.
With our wonderful artist.
With the wonderful artist.
Right.
And I have to tell you, since we're here and I'm talking with Alvin today, that you should take that opportunity to meet and greet with you and Melissa.
It would be just a fantastic opportunity. You should know that Melissa is from Lansing, and she participated in BCFI's program when she was only 5 years old.
Wow.
And we had a program with MSU Suzuki program, and she started as a Suzuki student and just progressed from that point on, and she feels as though she's participating just to give back to BCFI for all the opportunities that she's had since then. So we're excited to have both Melissa and Alvin. I've heard them perform together, and they're phenomenal, just phenomenal. So nobody will be disappointed. Everybody will be excited.
So again, that is Tuesday, May 10th, 7 p.m. at Pattengill Auditorium. And if you need any more information about it, you can contact Martha Bibbs.
Yes.
At 517-927-1885 or 517-351-4436 or the email address listed on the screen.
Right.
Thank you so much, both of you, for coming in today.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you.